Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bethany, and if you haven't noticed, there's something a little bit different around my background. I rearranged my bedroom and this is where I do most of my filming, so it's just a little bit different. Not super crazy, but I think I really like it. Anyways, I am so excited, you guys, because I am finally 20 weeks. I am halfway, hopefully, through my pregnancy, and I am so excited about this because this is the day, 20 weeks exactly, is the day that I find out what I'm having, if I'm having a boy or a girl. So this video is going up a little bit before I actually find out. So you guys will definitely have to wait for my gender reveal video, which will be coming in a couple of days. So make sure you guys do subscribe and hit the notification bell so you guys don't miss that video. And also follow me on Instagram because I will be posting on there as well about what we're having, maybe even before the video goes up. I guess we'll see. I am so excited to be 20 weeks pregnant, and I'm just gonna be talking about a little bit about baby, my symptoms, and going through a bunch of old wives' tales to predict the gender of my baby. So yeah, let's just get started. So the baby this week is the size of a banana, which is about 10 inches long, which is crazy. Oh my gosh, the baby's getting so big. Oh, I can't believe it. Every single week I come on here, I always say like, oh my gosh, I can't believe how much baby is growing, but I definitely feel it, and baby is definitely moving a lot more in there. I can see a lot more movements. I can feel movement all the time when I'm sitting, standing, especially when I'm laying down in bed at night. That's when baby really likes to move. Honestly, sometimes during the nighttime, baby will move and I can't go back to sleep because they're moving so much. So around 20 weeks, your baby is most likely, and my baby too, is most likely moving around a lot more inside there and is putting their fingers and their toes inside their mouth and just exploring their body, which is pretty amazing. So my belly is definitely growing, and this week it is measuring around 33 inches. It grew another inch around. I'm definitely popping. I'm definitely getting a lot more rounder, and I carry a lot more weight in the front of my body. When I actually turn around, you can't really tell that I'm pregnant. I carry very much in the front of my body. So some of the symptoms that I've been dealing with, and oh man, it's been such a struggle for me, is just the hormones that have just been raging and just been affecting all of my moods. It's absolutely crazy, and it's so frustrating because I feel like I'm so moody and like angry, and I'm crying and like all this stuff all the time. Like honestly, just this morning I had made myself this lovely breakfast sandwich and I was so excited to eat it, and I stepped away for a few minutes, and mind you, this was on the table, like sitting at where I was gonna sit, and my dog Aspen decided to jump up and eat my entire sandwich. Well, I lost it. I absolutely lost it. I was angry. I started crying. My whole morning was just off because my dog ate my sandwich that I had worked so hard on to make just the most delicious breakfast, and I honestly couldn't cope with it. I could not deal with it. I cried for a long time about it. How silly is that? Like just silly things like that where my emotions are just so intense all the time, and it's extremely frustrating because I feel for Luke all the time because he has to deal with me, and even with Brielle, like I have to apologize often for me just being really impatient and just losing my cool when I shouldn't be, and I feel terrible. I feel like, oh my gosh, like I'm just on edge all the time, and I really hate that. I just am not a huge fan of the roller coaster of emotions that I've been on. So another one of my symptoms that I've been dealing with this week is that I've been talking about how I've been sleeping really well. Well, that has now gone out the window, and I am really struggling to get a decent night's rest in. I find that I wake up very easily, and then it takes me at least like an hour to get back to sleep. It's so frustrating because I wake up in the morning completely exhausted when I haven't slept through the night. Obviously people are like, oh, get your sleep now before baby comes and all that stuff. And I know that as the more you go along in your pregnancy, that sleep becomes more difficult. And I just need that sleep. I need at least a solid good 8 hours to function throughout the day. And my daughter's been waking up very early from sleeping during the night, so that is definitely difficult as well. But anyways, all of my symptoms aside, I am feeling very pregnant. I am feeling like my belly is such a sweet little size. I'm really enjoying it. I know the second trimester is super fun because your belly's a cute size. You don't feel super big. Your body isn't hurting too much so far. I'm really trying to cherish these moments that I have with this little babe and then with my daughter Brielle, as her life is going to change a lot when the baby comes, and so will mine, and so will my husband's. Like, things are going to be very different. So I'm just really trying to cherish this time, and now that we only have 20 weeks left, I'm just definitely in like, oh my gosh, we need to get ready for this baby. And 20 weeks is usually when I start buying things for the baby, especially when I know what the gender of the baby is going to be. That's when I finally feel comfortable to be like, okay, I know what we're having, I can plan for this, I can buy things. That's just me personally. I really like to do that. If you're not finding the gender of your baby, there's still so many ways that you can prepare for your baby, and I'm sure it's such a sweet surprise, and good for you guys for waiting, because I am just definitely way too impatient. So I thought it would be super fun to go through some old wives' tales before I put up my gender reveal video, and even for myself, as my ultrasound is tomorrow. So we are gonna go through my list that I have made here. Hopefully it's not too glarish. Oh, shoot. So basically I have the list of wives' tales here, and then I'm gonna have blue for boy and red for girl because I don't have a pink marker. But we're just gonna go through and see what the total is at the bottom. So yeah, let's do it. All right, so the first one is sweet versus salty cravings. I am definitely a salty person. I have been definitely like loving salty things. So salty things is for a boy and sweet is for a girl. So we'll give a little circle for the boy. Morning sickness. I actually had 0 morning sickness with this pregnancy. I didn't have any spells of nausea at all. I did a few times with my daughter Brielle, but not constantly. So I'm gonna put another circle for a boy because I did not get sick at all. And the next one is pregnancy glow. So there's this saying where you're having a girl, the girl kind of steals your beauty and you don't feel like you're glowing, you don't feel like you're like feeling good. And I can probably say with my daughter, I did not feel like I was glowing. My skin was really awful. My hair was really nasty. I did not feel good about myself when I was pregnant with my daughter. I do feel a little bit different this time around. I don't feel like, you know, I'm not glowing, or I don't feel like I'm like doing well. So maybe I'll put another circle for boy because I feel like I feel normal. I feel good. I don't feel like my beauty has been stolen from me this time around. The next one is the baking soda test, which I actually did in a previous video, is where you mix your urine with baking soda, and if it fizzes, it's a boy, and if it's not fizzy at all, then it's a girl. And mine fizzed, my pee fizzed, so that's another one for boy. Next one is heart rate. So if the baby's heart rate is above 160 beats per minute, it is usually a girl. And my baby's heart rate is around 160, has been since I've been getting it checked. So we are gonna do a circle for girl because that's what it is. Yep. The next one is the Chinese gender chart. So if you haven't heard of this, this is where they take your lunar age and the lunar month that you conceived your baby. So, and if we're going by the lunar calendar, which is what the Chinese calendar goes by, it would be a boy. But if it's just the regular calendar, it would be girl. So I'm gonna go with the regular, like, not the regular, I'm gonna go with the lunar calendar because that's like the true Chinese calendar, so we'll just go with that one. Carrying high or low, that's this one right here. I'm definitely carrying low. I did it with my daughter as well, but I guess we'll do one for boy because I am not carrying high at all. Thick or thin hair. Oh, I'm definitely feeling the thick hair, like all over my body. Feel like I shave or I wax my hair and then it comes back the next day. Like, and even the hair on my head is so much thicker than it was with my daughter. Like, it's absolutely crazy. I felt like with my daughter, my hair did not ever grow back. I'd shave my legs and it wouldn't come back for like a month. It was amazing. I loved it. This time around, I'm very hairy. It's like, what is going on? It's crazy. So I'm gonna put another circle for boy. Oh my gosh. Well, we all kind of know how this is gonna turn out. feel of your skin. Usually if you have really dry skin, you don't have very oily skin, usually that's a boy, and if you have really oily skin, you're dealing with some acne, then that means that you're having a girl. And I can probably say that my skin is definitely a little bit more oily. I definitely have acne. I've been getting it on my back, my chest, a lot more in here, a lot more hormonal acne. So I'm gonna give a circle for girl because I'm getting some abnormal acne for sure in weird places. And the last one is the Mayan system, and that basically is that if her age and the year, if they're both even or both odd, then you're having a girl, and if one's odd and even, then it's boy, I think? Yeah, I think that's how it goes. My age is 25, and the year is 2018, so that's odd and even, so that's another one for boy. Oh my gosh, we're definitely looking like a boy right now. I'm getting really sweaty right now. Oh, where's my black marker? Okay, so the total for boy is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 for boy. So we got 8 for boy, and for girl we have 2. We have 2 for girl, 8 for boy. So right now it's looking like baby's gonna be a boy based on all these wives' tales. So I guess we'll see tomorrow. I have a feeling that it's gonna be a boy, but I could be totally shocked and surprised because this really doesn't mean a whole lot, and all we can really tell is from the ultrasound. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this 20-week pregnancy update. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss that gender reveal video, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!